Do you know how to add data rows in a database table? If not, keep watching this video and I'll teach you 6 different methods to add data rows in a database table. Also, I will have a challenge question for you based on this video tutorial. Are you ready? Let's get started. I have logged into my PostgreSQL database server. To run example SQL insert statements, first of all create a database and database tables. If you want to learn more about managing databases and creating tables in PostgreSQL database server, you can check out my previous video tutorials. I have given the link in the description of this video. I will create a new database using create database. Name of the database, in my case it would be PnTutorials. Press enter and the new database has been created. Connect to the newly created database using \c and name of the database, in my case PnTutorials, semicolon, press enter. And now we are connected to the newly created database. Let's create new database tables like create table students, the opening parenthesis, name of the column, ID, it would be an integer, then another column, name, it would be a varchar with maximum 30 characters long string, and this column would have a default value of unknown, comma, last column it would be age and it would store integer value and it would have default value as 10. Complete the parenthesis, semicolon to terminate the SQL statement. Press enter. Similarly, create another table using the same SQL statement. I will press up arrow key to open previously executed SQL statement. And here in this case, I will only change the name of the table to students2. Press enter. And we can confirm the newly created two database tables using \dt, semicolon, press enter. Sure enough, our two new database tables were created successfully. Also, we can confirm the database tables are empty using select star from students, press enter. Select star from students, and there are no data rows in our students table. Now let's populate the students database table with some example values or data rows. The first method we are going to use is insert into SQL statement without defining column names. The SQL statement is insert into name of the table, students in our case, then values keyword, opening parenthesis, we define the values separated by a comma, like ID would be 1, comma, name John Doe, single quote complete, comma, and age will be 10. Complete the parenthesis, terminate the SQL statement with a semicolon. Please note, for integer or float values, we provide the values without single quotes, while the string values must be wrapped inside single quotes. Also, we must provide the values in order we have created the table columns, like in this case ID, name and age. Press enter. We get this insert one message. It means one row has been successfully inserted in our database table. We can confirm that using select star from students, and we can see our recently added data row here. As I said, we must provide the values in column order. So if I mistakenly provide the values randomly, like insert into students, values, opening parenthesis, this time name, then ID, let's say 2, and then age. Complete the parenthesis, semicolon, to terminate the SQL statement. And if I press enter, the PostgreSQL database server will give an error message. So always remember this point if you are adding data rows without defining column names. Now let's use second method to add data row, which is insert into SQL statement with column names. The SQL statement will be insert into students. Now here in this SQL statement, in first parenthesis, we define column names like ID, comma name, comma age, complete the parenthesis, then values keyword, and in second parenthesis we define the values like ID would be 2, name in single quotes, complete the single quote, comma the age, complete the parenthesis, and terminate the SQL statement with a semicolon and press enter to execute the command. After the confirmation message, we can confirm the data row using select star from students, and the data row was inserted successfully. The advantage of this method is we can define the column names order as per our choice, like insert into students, opening parenthesis. This time I will define the age column as first, then ID, and finally the name column. Complete the parenthesis, then values keyword, and I will provide the values in similar order, like in opening parenthesis the age would be 10, comma the ID will be 3, and name would be Mark Doe. Complete the single quotes, complete the parenthesis, semicolon to terminate the SQL statement. Press enter. Confirm the data row insert using select star from students, and sure enough the data row exists in our database table. The third method is insert into SQL statement with default values. The SQL statement is insert into students, in first parenthesis the name of columns ID, name, comma age, complete the parenthesis, values keyword, in second parenthesis the ID will be 4. Now this time instead of providing the name and age values, I will write the keyword default, comma default, complete the parenthesis, semicolon to terminate the SQL statement. Please note, while creating the table, we set the default values for the first name as unknown, and for the age we have defined the default value as 10. So if we provide the values as default while adding the data row, the system will add the data row name and age column values as unknown and 10. Press enter to execute the SQL statement. Confirm the data row insert using select star from students, and you can see the ID was defined 4, while for name and age the default value as unknown and 10 has been saved successfully. Now let's learn the fourth method, where we will use insert into SQL statement with all columns default values. The SQL statement is insert into students, default values, semicolon. Please note, here we are providing default values to all columns. So the columns that do not have default value will be empty, while the columns with assigned default value will store the respected values while adding the data row. Press enter, and we can confirm that using select star from students, and here you can see the ID has no value, while name and age column again were added successfully using the default values as unknown and 10. Now let's learn the fifth method, which is insert into SQL statement with multiple data rows. So far we were adding one data row at a time in our database table. Suppose we want to add more than one data rows. In that case we will use the SQL statement like insert into students, in first parenthesis ID, name, age, complete the parenthesis, values keyword, in the first parenthesis the first data row value like ID would be 5, then name, Mary Smith, and age would be 11. Complete the parenthesis. Now once the parenthesis is complete, instead of terminating the SQL statement, add a comma symbol, then second parenthesis with second data row values. Like here, the ID would be 6, name, then age. Complete the parenthesis. Similarly, you can continue adding multiple data rows in its separate parentheses. Once you are done, add a semicolon to terminate the SQL statement and press enter. Now here, this time you can see the confirmation message is insert 2, which means 2 data rows has been added successfully. And we can confirm that using select star from students. And sure enough, this time 2 data rows were inserted successfully. Now let's learn the sixth method, which is insert into SQL statement from another database table. So far we were adding data rows in our students table, and our students table has 7 data rows. If we display data rows in students 2 table using select star from students 2 semicolon, press enter, we have 0 data rows, which means the student 2 table is empty. Let's populate this students 2 table using students table, like insert into students 2, select star from students semicolon to terminate the SQL statement. Please note, when you populate one table using the data of another table, both the table structure should be the same. Like both the table must have the same number of columns and the same data types of the columns. Press enter to execute the SQL statement. And the confirmation message shows 7 data rows were inserted successfully. Let's confirm that using select star from students 2. And sure enough, now the students 2 table has the same data rows as students table. Now the time for a challenge question. For example challenge, I want you to create a third database table named students 3 and populate that database table using the students 2 data table. In the comments, let me know if you are able to complete the challenge. Here in this video tutorial, we learned 6 SQL statements to insert data row in a database table. I hope the video tutorial was helpful to you. If it was, like the video and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.